Boom! Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, award-winning hedge fund trader. Began my career, trading and working at a fund in New York City in 2007, then 2008, during the worst global financial crisis and stock market crash that most of you have ever seen. But not only did I survive that, I actually went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. And today I am now the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. Excellent day today, guys. We nailed PLRX. We nailed a Shopify short. We nailed VERU long. Just an excellent day today. We're going to break it all down. We're going to talk about it here on this live stream, but we have so much info to unpack. You got to understand also, before we get into even the live stream tonight, that True Trading Group, we exist to help you to learn, trade, and profit consistently. This is our primary goal. We are very, very good at achieving it consistently. Okay. Also, I want to take a moment. I want to welcome everybody from Benzinga. Okay. So for those of you that don't know, Benzinga does offer their own educational product and tools, yet they still fully endorse the Teachy platform for the massive added value that it provides for their members and for their community. We're grateful to Benzinga for the opportunity to further educate their community and to also offer the Benzinga Pro Newsfeed and Squawk, which is worth over $1,400 a year. It's offered to Teachy members totally free as part of your annual Teachy membership. So folks, if you are here from Benzinga, welcome. You are in the right place. Since 2016, True Trading Group has helped thousands of traders and investors of all types, styles, backgrounds, experience levels become successful. And by successful, we're talking about making money. Since our goal is to help you to make money, let's start this live stream with having a very real conversation about wealth building. Folks, we're headed into, if not already there, into a very different kind of recession. Inflation is high, interest rates are rising, but job numbers are still remaining pretty stable and positive. The labor market remains tight. For every unemployed person, there's an average of just about 2 open jobs. Now, this means the consumer, despite all of the doom and gloom that everybody is reading about online, which is being perpetuated in the news, is in fact, the consumer is pretty stably employed at this point in time or is able to find a stable job. People hear the word recession and they immediately think 2008 or they think like 1929. Most people begin to become fearful of losing their jobs when you think about recession. I mean, if you look at the headlines just the past month, you'd think that we were headed for soup kitchens and breadlines. Like Tesla. Okay, Tesla reported that they were cutting like 10% of their workforce, right? Elon Musk, the company that has great earnings and always meets their numbers, even they are reducing their workforce. So therefore, things have to be awful, right? But there was another news headline that actually didn't get as much attention as a news headline of Tesla cutting its workforce. And that was that Microsoft and Amazon are coming to the aid of Tesla employees, because Microsoft and Amazon and some other companies are actually been pretty fast to hire. Tesla's terminated 10% of their workforce with all different kind of perks and benefits, including the ability to work remotely. I had mentioned to you guys the other day that a buddy of mine that works at ADP, he's a higher up at ADP, and he said that ADP is a payroll company, and a lot of their clients are trying to figure out, how do we attract new employees? Like, we're having a hard time filling the job openings that we have. That's what they are seeing, and that's what a lot of their clients are looking for help with. And that's something that ADP is now providing a service to their clients to help them bring in new employees, but also to keep those new employees. All right. So listen, here's the truth. Yes, it is my strong belief that we will enter a recession if we're not in one already. And there's a good chance, like I said, we're already in one. But if that's the case, if we're already in a recession, that's actually really good. It's actually fantastic, because the labor market is still super tight. So every one employed person, like I said, there's 2 open jobs. That's not even including the people that are supplementing like inflation by working for Uber or Lyft or TaskRabbit or anything like that. My belief, which is something I've been saying for all of 2021, is that the recession is going to be unlike anything that we've ever experienced before. Okay. And we're not the only ones that believe that. The Wall Street Journal, actually published an article the other day. It says, if the US is in a recession, it's a very strange one. And he also quoted, economic output is down, but the job market is strong, unlike previous recessions. So despite this fact, right now the consumer is more fearful. Yet, for the most part, they remain cashed up and stably employed. And those who aren't have a jobs market that is very, very strong with demand. Stock market's the greatest builder of wealth that anyone's ever going to experience. And you guys all know this to be a fact. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on this live stream right now. The stock market is designed in a way that no matter who you are, where you're from, how much time you have, how much time you don't have, how much money you have to start with, you can absolutely have every single opportunity to succeed. Is it easy? Is it something that's going to happen overnight? No. But is it possible and even likely if you are educated, belong to the right community, and utilize some of the right tools? It absolutely is possible. At True Trading Group, guys, I've seen it firsthand. We've helped thousands of members over the years reach their financial goals, of realizing financial goals they never thought originally were possible. At TGD, we focus on day trading, swing trading, scalping, long-term investing, options, crypto, ETFs, futures, commodities. We trade it all inside True Trading Group. It's not just myself. There's 8 other professional traders that share their opinions and will alert you in real time when they're entering and exiting trades via push notifications from our free mobile app. There is no delay with our alerts. It goes straight to your cell phone without delay. It's immediate push notification in real time. And we also share our screens with you during the day and trade live from pre-market at 7:30 a.m. We open up and we close around 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, every single day the stock market's open, we're sharing our screen. The mods and I are in there with you guys. If you can't be in chat, don't worry about it. Listen real time to the audio analysis of every single trade that is alerted in chat. We prepare you guys to be able to follow along if you guys want to follow along with all of our trades. If you work full time, this keeps you in the game. That mobile app, as long as you can listen to music at work, you can listen to our mobile app and you can follow along with what's taking place during every single trading session. Okay. Plain and simple, at True Trading Group, our members are making money. They're becoming better traders. Watch this. Pay attention very closely. TTG members, if you are a member of True Trading Group, I'd like for you to, real quick, if you are making money and becoming better traders, I'd like for you to type the $ in chat real quick. Again, this is for members. If you are a member, if you're making money and becoming better traders, I'd like for you to type the $ in chat right now. Everyone that's not a member, pay attention to the responses you're about to see come through chat, because here's the best part. Everyone that's typing a $, they didn't get a secret strategy that Wall Street elites kept for themselves. A lot of people think when they join True Trading, they're like, oh, this guy Mike used to work at hedge funds, so he's going to give me the secret. There is not a secret. These people that are typing the $ did not get a secret. They just became part of a supportive community wherein you're going to get real education, similar to the education that I received when I worked at the fund in New York, with transparent real-time alerts, and get access to all the tools that are needed to give you guys the best chance to make money, plain and simple. This works, and we've got a track record to back it up. How so? Glad you asked. If you are new to this channel, we do these live streams daily. Okay, so first off, make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button, along with dropping some massive golden nuggets throughout every single live stream where we share with you guys lessons and information analysis that you can take with you. Okay, but aside from the golden nuggets and real analysis with trade ideas and education on these lives, if you couldn't tell, we do sell memberships on these live streams. And yes, we call this our little edumercial, because we educate, we give free lessons and analysis and trade ideas, but at the same time, we do sell memberships on these live streams. One of the things that we offer when we go through our whole sales pitch later on in this live stream is a double your money back guarantee. It's very simple. You have 12 months to complete our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group. If you do that at the end of your year, if you've not made your membership fee back at least one time, I'm going to give you twice your money back. More on that in a bit, okay? But the point is that our track record speaks for itself. And while we cannot and I will not guarantee your success, I can share with you that our overall refund rate since 2016 is about 2.5%. I can also share with you that our retention rate, which means how many people renew their membership or have upgraded to become a lifetime member of True Trading Group, that's roughly 78% of all TGG members since we started this company. 78% have renewed their membership or have upgraded to become a lifetime member of TTG. And last but not least, we're also 5-star rated with over 1,650 reviews on Trustpilot. So based on what members tell us, their reviews, our retention rate, our refund rate, I can confidently say that True Trading Group has worked for many people. And if you can put forth some effort, it's got a good chance to work for you as well. Like we and other publications like Wall Street Journal are saying, this recession that everybody is just completely crapping their pants over on, different news outlets and the media is being used to create fear and generate more views and clicks, because that is how they make money. Okay. I believe that this has one of the greatest wealth building opportunities that you guys will ever experience. Just like Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful. And right now, this quote has never been more true. Professionals on Wall Street know this to be true, and now you guys are hearing it. Let me explain. Because leading up to this recession, the overall markets, along with many individual stocks, have come down in their price per share. They've come down a lot. This has no doubt been a stock market crash, especially for individual names. This everything crash, bonds, crypto, stocks, caught many retail traders looking like a deer in headlights as they watch their 401ks and their long-term portfolios take massive hits. Goldman Sachs just reported that retail investors have now officially sold all of the stock that they bought in the last 2 years. That is horrible. It's horrible. And every single attempt to buy the dip, which has worked all throughout the pandemic, has mostly failed in 2022. And going long, which again worked during the pandemic for mostly every single stock, no longer works. So not only did the unfortunate people take the losses in their accounts from trying to do the exact same thing this year because they thought stocks only go up, their attempts to make it back using strategies that worked over the last 2 years has actually failed miserably. So what are people supposed to do now? Well, if they knew how to trade properly in a bear market and were part of a community that provided real-time alerts with a cumulative win rate of approximately 80% of all styles and types of trading, then maybe those people could have offset some of those losses while the market completed its bottoming process, which is what I believe the markets are still in. Then they could have used some of that money that they made trading in one of the most volatile and opportunity-filled markets that I've seen in 2022, and then reinvested and purchased great companies at Black Friday prices, because that's what some of these companies are at. People don't know that they see red or they see panic instead of keeping calm. And psychology is a huge part of being a successful trader and a successful investor. And that's why at True Trading Group, we put a very heavy emphasis on that with a 2-part trader psychology course, trader psychology workshops. And we also have a support group as well inside of True Trading Group. If you're calm, you can plan, you can act, you can take advantage of opportunities that are in front of you. Remember, be greedy when others are fearful, but recession is coming, so you could lose your job, and it's time to save, do nothing, hoard cash, hope for the best, right? Nah, man, wrong. Hope, it's not a bankable strategy. Hope's not a bankable strategy. There's no hopium index, okay? You guys got to just, stop letting others decide your outcome. Enough's enough. According to most financial publications, the average length of a bear market is 289 days, or about 9.6 months. That is significantly shorter than the average length of a bull market, which is 991 days, or 2.7 years. You guys also know bear markets are where most people make serious money. How, you ask? It's very simple. Guys, when you buy in the stock market, you want to buy low, sell high, right? This is trading and investing one-on-one. And guess what? It's kind of hard to do, and the stock market does nothing but just go straight up. If you guys know how to properly trade a bear market, it's a lot easier to make bigger gains on the way down and stack cash for the inevitable bounce. And that is because stocks go down a hell of a lot faster than they go up. And that's just the truth. Bears take the window, bulls take the stairs. Put your fear aside, folks. It's time to get greedy. Chances are, if you have money to trade or invest with, which is the vast majority of people that are on the stream, since you can only make money from the markets by actually putting some of your own money to work, you're in one of the best and most stable markets that our economy has seen so far in this jobs market, which is extremely unusual for a recession. All right. And the inevitable comments are like, well, I just got laid off and, there's part of cutbacks. Yes, I do understand that. I do understand companies are laying people off, coming off of a massive surge in hiring over the last year and a half. So yes, some companies are cutting back. All right. Yes, some companies are cutting back. And I understand that some people have, extenuating circumstances. And for some, it's not that simple. And I respect that. And I really do. But for a lot of people, that's not the case. The point is that the majority of you have the capital and job security right now to take advantage of what is happening, but only if you're willing to take action. Every single time throughout history, and I mean every time throughout history, whenever the market's gone down more than 20% in a single year, it proved to be a wealth building opportunity. Not 9 out of 10, not 8 out of 10, 100% of the time that the markets have gone down more than 20% in a single year, that proved to be a buying opportunity 100% of the time. And I don't think that this is going to be any different. On today's live stream, guys, I'm breaking down everything into 3 different segments. Okay. We got 3 different segments I'm going to break down for you guys. We got to recap our trades from today. We got VERU. Okay. It was a big win for us today. VERU, that's where I actually made the bulk of my money today, was on VERU. We also made some money on PLRX. I trade it in the morning. Another one of our moderators traded it in the afternoon. That stock had two very nice moves today. One rally in the morning, one rally in the afternoon. It's a good sign to see a small cap make new highs in the afternoon. We haven't had that in a little while. So it's nice to see that bit of a move. And also made some money short Shopify today. So Shopify wasn't a huge game, but just taking singles and doubles. I didn't necessarily hit home runs or grand slams today, but singles and doubles add up. And that's, my goal today was just to, focus on some really good trades, and we were able to hit them. We were able to capitalize on them. But we're going to recap that, and we're going to talk about what we expect to happen the rest of the week. But the first segment that we're going to talk about is going to be some of the most commonly asked questions that I get from TTG members, but also from all over the internet and different social media platforms. You guys can follow me on social media. My Twitter handle is at MikeEdward_TTG. That's at MikeEdward_TTG. All right. So before we continue, I want to get this out of the way here real quick. Listen up. All weekend and ending last night, we actually ran a huge sale that saw just about over 50 people sign up for True Trading Group since last Friday. Okay. Last night, when we finished the stream last night, we actually got a bunch of messages from people. I got one message from somebody on Twitter. We got two messages on Facebook, and then we got a couple of emails to our info@True Trading Group email from people that were asking to see if we can extend it just one more night because they missed the live stream and they watched the live stream after the time had already passed. So we get it. Okay. I get it. I really do. And listen, we're completely out of laptops. We completely sold out of our laptops last night. But Adam is on vacation right now in Greece. I did speak to him. And Adam and I have no problem for people that want to take advantage of this opportunity. This is a very unique situation that we have in the economy with this recession coming, but with still an extremely strong jobs market and the stock market down over 20%. This is a very unique situation. So anyone that wants to be able to take advantage of this and wants to be able to get educated so you guys can prosper throughout this and learn what's going on, Adam and I will go ahead and we're going to purchase 15 laptops ourselves retail. We usually get them from a wholesaler. We got really good prices from wholesalers, but we ran out of those last night. So Adam and I will commit to buying a couple of more. And when I say so that you guys can get it, and when I say get it, I mean have an opportunity to make some money with us. Okay. So listen up. Tonight at midnight though is going to be the last night for it. We're not going to extend it past another night. So I heard the requests. We will do it one more time for those that hit us up about this yesterday. You guys know who you are. All right, so you can go to ttgoffer.com. The price is going to say $22.12. You have to manually enter TTG121 coupon code. Click apply code. That'll drop the price to $1,100 for the entire year. That'll give you the 50% discount. And yes, you're locked in for the next year or two for the $1,100. So even if our membership is $2,500 next year, it doesn't matter. The price you pay when you join is the price that you'll pay when it comes time to renew your membership. So it'll be $1,100 here today. Okay. And then $1,100 when you guys want to renew your membership. That's a big deal because, again, 78% of our members are renewing their membership. Okay. You do not need to enter your address in order to get one of the free 15 laptops that Adam and I are going to commit to purchasing. When you sign up, you'll immediately get a welcome email that has instructions on how to claim your free laptop. You don't have to actually enter your address, and we ship anywhere in the world. As long as you live on planet Earth, we will ship to you, and we do cover shipping costs. So it is totally free. Everything that you get with your annual membership, it's on the checkout page. All courses, all of our tools, it's all included for the $1,100. You never charge another dollar for courses and tools. And the TTG121 coupon code, once it's entered, okay, you got to enter the code manually. Then it'll say $1,100, and then you can just simply check out. Again, guys, there's 15 laptops. We're gonna extend this just until midnight tonight, all right? And then we'll raise the price, and there'll be no more laptops, all right? So there's 15 available. So listen. This sale is also going to be extended to TTG trials, and past members. All right. Now, if you are a current trial, a previous trial, or a previous member, do not go to ttgoffer.com. Send a text message to 786-505-4221. Okay. 786-505-4221. You have to send us a text message to that number that's at the bottom of your screen. All right. So we can white label your so we can white label your email address. Okay, that's how we guys will be able to get you guys back in. In the text, you have to include your name and email, and we'll get you guys hooked up. All right, so if you're trying to sign up or if you have any issues, send a text message to that number. We'll immediately help you guys out. It's a text-only phone number. Do not call it. It's a text-only phone number. Okay, so guys, sorry about the early sales pitch, but just want to make sure that everybody is aware that we will extend it for one more night and make sure everybody has a fair shot. Okay, moving on. All right. So after we go through the 5 commonly asked questions, we're going to go over 5 stocks that everybody is talking about, including the overall markets. I'm going to give you guys my game plan for trading it in a segment that we call If I Trade It. It is going to be where I'll talk about 5 different stocks, and I will hit on the big winner of the day today for me, which was VERU. And we'll talk about PLRX, and then we'll talk about Shopify as well. These are the stocks that I traded today, and then I'm going to cover with you some of the most common stocks that are trending right now on social media that everybody wants to know how to trade. Everybody welcome Jacob. We first got to welcome Jacob. Jacob is the newest member of the TC family, folks. That means there's now 14 left. Okay, there are 14 laptops left. So Adam and I are going to buy 15 of them. So there are 14 now left. Everybody welcome Jacob with a K. Very cool. Jacob, welcome to the TTG family. Welcome to the TTG family. Yes, finally got it. Been saving up, says Quack Addict. I assume that is Jacob commenting there on the YouTube chat. I've been saving up, finally got it. Welcome aboard, Jacob. I am glad to have you part of the team. So folks, again, there's 14 laptops left now. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. All right. And then last but certainly not least, towards the end of the live, I will open things up for a blanket open floor Q&A. Let you guys ask me questions, whatever's on your mind. All right. And at the very end of the live, once we're done with all the educational stuff, for anyone that's interested in the TTG membership, I'll show you the actual platform so you see the courses and tools that you're going to get as a member. All right. So let's get right into it. Let's not waste another moment. Let's get into the top 5 most asked questions from within True Trading Group and from around the internet with question number 1. And question number 1 is, how important is this week's CPI data and how can it affect the markets? Now, first, you got CPI data on Wednesday. You got PPI data on Thursday. So that question where I get people asked a lot about, the CPI data specifically, but you're also getting PPI data. You're getting both. Wednesday is CPI, Thursday is PPI. Those that don't understand the difference between the two, CPI is Consumer Price Index. That measures the increase in prices of the goods and services that consumers like you and I purchase on a daily basis. PPI stands for Producer Price Index, which measures the increase in price of the materials that producers and manufacturers that make the things we buy, how much have those prices gone up? That's the difference between CPI and PPI. Okay. Now, you're going to get CPI data Wednesday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. You're going to want to make sure that you are in chat with us. Okay. You are in chat with us, or if you're not able to be in front of your computer screen, just make sure that you are at least on your mobile app so you can listen to the audio analysis that I provide to you. Once that CPI number comes out, I will let you guys know what that number is, if that number is good, if the number is bad, if I think the market's going to move higher because of it, if I think the market's going to move lower because of it, and we'll just go through the entire game plan for the whole trading session right there live when that number comes out at 8:30. So make sure that you guys tune in on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, you're getting the exact same process all over again, but it's going to be PPI. So then PPI will be Thursday. So a lot of information that the market's going to be digesting this week. It's going to be a huge week. It's going to be a huge week. So that's the difference between CPI and PPI. And is it important? And is it going to affect the markets? You bet your ass it is, because it's inflation. Your CPI and PPI numbers, that is your inflation data. The Federal Reserve literally will use this data to determine if inflation is out of control or if they think it's starting to come down, and that will dictate how aggressive the Federal Reserve is going to be in the rate hike cycle that they're going to continue to unfold throughout the rest of this year. Now, the problem that everyone's worried about is that the Fed is going to raise rates so aggressively that it's going to just push the economy into this bad recession. But if inflation comes down, then that means the Fed doesn't have to be as aggressive. And then you can get this little bit of a soft landing. Yeah, maybe you go into a recession, but it's a mild recession, which is what I think is going to happen. And then in a few months, less than a year, then the economy comes out of the recession. But by the time the economy comes out of the recession, the stock market has already significantly moved higher. Do not ever forget this point, okay? Every single recession that we've ever had, the market bottoms in the recession. The market does not bottom after the recession. Go back and look at 2008 and 2009, the worst recession that most of you on this live stream have probably ever seen. There's a reason why they call it the Great Recession, because it's the worst ever, okay? In 2009, you were still in the heart of the recession. The market went up 22%. The market bottomed in March of 2009. The economy didn't come out of the recession until I don't remember when the exact, I think it was 2010 or 2011. Okay, once we came out of the recession. The market bottomed in March of 2009. You can't wait for the economy to come out of the recession. When you're in the recession is when you want to put money to work. My opinion. I traded through it. Okay, I just going off of examples that I have to deal with here, which was 08, 09, which was a bad recession. Now, I don't think you're going to get anything near that. I don't think this is going to be anything even close to 2008, 2009. All right, so that's going to be CPI data. It's going to be very important. We're going to find out, did inflation peak? Your April was 8.5, May was 8.6. We're about to get June. I think it comes in around 8.4, which shows inflation peaking. Then you're going to get PPI on Thursday. I think PPI is going to actually be a better number. I think PPI will be lower actually than the CPI number, and that could be a good number, and that could give a little bit of a boost to the markets as they think that inflation has peaked. But it depends on how, if it comes right in line with expectations, I don't think the market's going to move all that much because the Fed will still, the markets will think the Fed's still going to be very aggressive. You need the data, the inflation data, to come down significantly and be under, if the expectation, I don't know what the expectation is for Wednesday. I have to check. I'll let you guys know by tomorrow. But let's say the expectation is 8.5. If it comes in at 8.5, 8.4, not that big of a deal. But if it's expected to be 8.5 and comes in at 8.2, 8.1, that's a big drop. And then the markets can move higher. So it's going to be a huge, huge week, guys. Huge week. So make sure you get your butts in chat. Question number 2. Okay. Second question is, what's the best trading strategy or style for someone that works a full-time job? I get that question all of the time. And honestly, guys, if you're working a full-time job and you're not in front of a computer screen all day long, if you're in a classroom, you're in a police car, you're in a courtroom, whatever it is, on a construction site, in an oil field, whatever, you can't be a scalper. Stop trying to. Scalpers are traders that get in and out within seconds or minutes. If you're not in front of a computer screen, you can't do that. You got to implement more of a swing trading style or a traditional day trading style, which is where you buy a stock during the day, you sell it, a few hours later. That's traditional day trading. Swing trading is you buy today and then you sell tomorrow or any day thereafter. And that's going to be the trading style that you're going to want to implement. So either traditional day trading or swing trading is where, it's going to line up right for you. And, we just had one of my recent swing trades was the GameStop trade, which was 118% gain on put options that we held on to for about a week and a half. So, can you make really good money swing trading? You absolutely can. This is a good opportunity for you guys to also take a look at, some of the other positions that I actually still have open, which is like VERU. So I'll talk about this later on in this live, but VERU, again, I bought that stock early today. VERU, I bought VERU around, I think it was 10:30 in the morning, something like that. And we were taking profits off on that trade at 3 o'clock, 2:30 in the afternoon. So you're talking about entering a trade and then several hours later, logging in and taking some profits off the table. So imagine you guys are at work, you get an alert on your phone. Mike just bought VERU at $14.20, whatever it was. You log in, you buy, you set a stop loss, you go back to work, then you get another notification 4 hours later that says, oh, Mike just took profit, log in, take profit, get back to work. That's why it's important for you guys to use the mobile app. It's free if you're a member, okay? And it's for iPhone and Android. Okay, it's for iPhone and Android. and I still am long a piece of VERU. It's not a big piece. I took the bulk of my position off the table. Profit is in my pocket, safest place for it. But I think we could have a little bit more upside. Okay. Next question that I get asked a lot. Okay. Mark Diamond actually says, how much time does the training take? That's a question from Mark Diamond. Listen, Mark Diamond, I got to tell you, the courses are available to you 24/7, 365. Okay. So you go through the training at your own pace, Mark, on your own schedule, whatever it allows. Okay. There's no rush. It's not, oh, you got to finish this within 60 days. You go through the courses and the training at your own schedule and at your own pace. There's 17 courses. Every course has multiple chapters and every chapter has multiple lessons. All right. So it all goes at your own pace. All right. One of the most valuable lessons I think traders can learn. This is one that I get asked a lot as well. And, I talk about it all the time, and it really all boils down to risk management, guys. It really always boils down to risk management. A lot of people think that the only way for them to make more money is for them to buy more shares, right? Or trade with bigger position size. And that's the total wrong way of thinking. Increasing your position size is not going to guarantee that you make more money. The only thing that will guarantee is that you lose more money when you're wrong. Just because you have bigger position size doesn't mean you're going to make more money when you're right. Because what actually ends up happening is, because your position size is too big, you get very anxious. And as soon as the stock makes a move, you immediately sell the stock to lock in profit because you're uncomfortable holding that much size and you're scared it's going to turn into a loser. So you exit the trade too soon. And the stock keeps going higher 2 hours later, and you're like, oh, I left so much money on the table. So you actually, it's not a guarantee that you're going to make more money by getting bigger position size. It is a guarantee that you'll lose more when you're wrong. So my advice is for people that are following risk management or looking to improve on risk management is making sure that you're always sticking to your stop losses. You're always, setting your position size based on your proper risk. And your risk is going to be something that only works for you, folks. I can't answer that question for you. Like what dollar amount are you willing to risk per trade? That's up to you. I can't answer that question. Are you comfortable risking $100 per trade, 200, 500, 1,000, 50? That's going to be up to you. But the fastest way for you to make more money is to lose less when you're wrong, because that's what you can control. You can't control how much you're going to make when you're right. So don't worry about it. You don't know how far the stock is going to go. You buy a stock at 10. Is it going to go to 11? Is it going to go to 12? Is it going to go to 15? Anywhere in between? You can't control how high it's going to go. But what you can control is where you're going to get out if you're wrong. That you have 100% total control over. So focus on what you can control. And by having consistent risk, you guys will have consistent performance. All right. VERU is starting to make a little bit of a move here after hours. Like I said, guys, we're still long VERU. I'm going to see if I can get that thing up to around 1625 tomorrow. Stock's at 1540 now. I want to get it up to 1625. Next question, on the back of different news headlines that have come out over the last couple of days. People say, well, what if the jobs market gets weaker? Right? What if the job market gets weaker? Does that change your opinion on this opportunity? It does not change my opinion on this opportunity at all whatsoever. I expect the job market to get weaker, right? Like I think we're going into, if not already in, a mild recession. So I expect the job market to get weaker. I expect unemployment right now is at 3.6, record lows. I expect that number to go up, but that's okay. I don't expect it to go to 5% or 6%. I don't expect 11 or 12 million people to lose their job like you had in 2008. I don't expect that at all. Okay. So yeah, I do expect the job market to get weaker. And I think it needs to get weaker in order to help inflation come down, to slow down spending and to slow down demand and to weaken the consumer a little bit enough to where inflation can come down to a manageable level that the Federal Reserve does not have to continue to raise 75 basis points every single meeting. And they can go back to raising maybe 25 basis points. In my opinion, folks, this is the right time. I added to my long-term portfolio on June 17th. Go watch my live stream. It's on this YouTube channel, June 17th. I told you very publicly, I added in my long-term portfolio. I believe the market is going through a bottoming process. And I believe by the end of the year, the S&P is going to be back around 4,100, 4,200, which is significantly higher than where we are right now. I'm still looking for a little bit of weakness and volatility throughout the month of July, but I think things stabilize in August. And then you're thinking the markets recover into the end of the year. I think the market is set up right now perfectly for a bounce into the end of the year. But I think these next 3 weeks, are going to be choppy. They're going to be weak. They're going to be action-packed with a lot of data coming out, earnings, big moves up and big moves down. But that bottoming process is what is needed. That volatility is needed for a stock to go through its bottoming process, which I believe is happening right now in front of your face, before your eyes. And I think the markets are higher in December than where they are now today. And then 2023 is a different story. And we'll talk about 2023 as we go into the end of this year. And I'll give you guys my outlook for 2023 when the time comes. But my outlook for 2023 is solely dependent on what happens with inflation. And you're going to get a huge piece of that data this week, which is why, guys, I'm telling you now, if the market gets answers to these questions about recession, about inflation, your window, it's open right now. I know everyone's talking about, the market's going to go down 80%. No, it's not. No, it's not. The S&P has never gone down 80%. Not during the 08-09 crisis, not during the dot-com bubble. The S&P's only went down 50% during 08-09, during the dot-com bubble, which are the worst crashes that any of you have ever seen. The S&P is not going down 80%. It's not going to happen. And if you're waiting for that, you're going to miss out on a tremendous wealth building opportunity. That's my opinion. And I'm backing it up with my own money. I'm doing my own things. And I just share that information with you guys in True Trading Group. And I also share it sometimes here on these live streams. Okay. So you guys have that. Now, next question, number 5. Okay. Question number 5, last one. Can you get started with a small account? Everybody wants to know that. Can you get started with a small account? Okay. First of all, we got to talk about the PDT rule whenever we're talking about a small account. Okay. A lot of people, it's a very common misconception that you need tens of thousands of dollars to get started trading. And it's just simply not true. But it's a very common misconception. And people are referring to the PDT rule, which requires you with a margin account to have over $25,000 in it. The average person doesn't have $25,000 to put into a trading account. Okay. But good news for you, you don't have to. The PDT rule only allows you to make 3 day trades, which means buy today, sell today, in a 5-day period. All right. If you have less than 25K in a margin account. If you have over 25K, you can make as many day trades as your little heart desires. But to avoid that, you can open a cash account. Now, the cash account, you will not be bound to the PDT rule, but you would not have margin. What is margin? Your broker will lend you their money so that you can trade with 4 times your buying power. So if you have $1,000 in your account, your broker will lend you 4 times that in buying power. So you can trade with 4 times the amount of money that you actually put into your account. But if you do that, you can only make 3 day trades in a 5-day period. That's the trade-off. If you use a cash account, you can make as many trades as you want, but you got to deal with the cash settling. Now, for stocks, it's going to be T plus 3. That's trade plus 3 days in order for the cash to settle, which means if you have $1,000 in your account, you put $250 into a trade. Once you do that, it will take 3 days until you can use that $250 again. So the next day, you only have $750 to trade with. But you can make as many day trades as you want as long as you have cash available to trade. My suggestion for people that have very small accounts that have just a couple $100, and this is what I've seen success, I've seen members have a lot of success with this, is using a cash account and learning how to trade options. Because options only have T plus 1, which means it'll only take 1 day for you to be able to use that cash again. So if you have $1,000 and you put $500, you put 250 in one trade, you put 250 in another, it'll take 1 day for you to be able to use that $500 again. So the next day, you'll only be able to trade with the 500 you have in your account, but then the very next day after that, you get the 500 back. And that's how you can trade actively and day trade and not worry about PDT rule by using a cash account. and learning how to trade options. If you don't know how to trade options, don't worry about it. We'll teach you how to trade options. We have courses, workshops, webinars, infinite amount of education that can teach you guys, that can teach you how to trade options. But I think that that's one of the best ways for people to go about doing this. I've hosted several multi-hour, like 2-hour, 2.5-hour long workshops on how to grow a small account. And there's certain things you should trade. There's certain things that you should stay away from. You shouldn't just YOLO your account and just swing for the fences and gamble and hope for the best. You want to, be very methodical, control your risk, and only enter specific types of trades. And then that's how you try to grow your account slowly. And we've had a lot of members in your trading group that have taken just a 3-digit account and they turned it into a 5-digit account. So very, 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 very possible. Okay. We have a lot of members do that. And in fact, I'll actually just show you. Guys. My members, my TTG fam, real quick. TTG fam. Okay. If you started with less than $1,000 in your trading account when you joined TTG, do me a favor and just comment in chat if you guys don't mind. What did you start with when you joined? Where are you now today? Just sound off, comment in chat. What did you start with? Where are you now today? What did you start with? Where are you today? Like I said, we had a lot of members that have been able to turn that triple-digit account into a 5-figure account. Yeah, so you call people that on Thinkorswim, they say that their options will clear the very next day. So that's how you guys can do it with the cash account. You don't have to worry about if you trade the options. You don't have to worry about with the stock. It'll take a couple of days. If you're trading a stock, it takes a couple of days for that cash to become available again. But if you guys are trading the option, that cash will clear next day. Nice. Way to go, Julie. Julie started with just $200, made back her lifetime membership and is paying bills and helping out her kiddos. That's incredible. That is incredible. Wow. Third Eye Brand goes, I started with $80. I'm now at $3,100. That's incredible. That is awesome. All right. So there we have that. Let me see here, folks. Oh, Lord John Magnus is up 3,200 since joining. Way to go, Lord on Magnus. I'm not sure what you started with, but it's up 3,200 since joining. Before we go any further, folks, we've got another new member here that is coming through. Andres, welcome to the family. Everybody welcome Andres, newest member of the TTG family. Everybody welcome Andres. There is now 13 of those laptops available. Oh, nice. Drew Lawson goes, I pay my mortgage every month from trading gains. That didn't used to be the case. Didn't used to be like that before True Trading Group. That's awesome. That is awesome. Way to go. Gabe Herrera started with $250 and is now up to $1,300. Great job. Really great job. So guys, like I said, welcome Andres. That means there's now 13 of those laptops left. So we got Jacob and Andres already grabbing one. These laptops are probably going to go pretty quick here, guys. They're totally free. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. Then you have to click apply code. Then it will reflect the 1,100 price point, which is the 50% off. Okay. That'll be the 1,100 price point, which is 50% off. And you have that double your money back guarantee too. Don't forget that. All right. Now, listen, before we move on to the next segment that's called If I Trade It, where I'm going to be breaking down Wilfred, another new member. Wilfred, everybody welcome Wilfred. Wilfred is the newest member of the TTG family. That means there are now 12 of those laptops left. Everybody welcome Wilfred. Aryan says, what kind of laptop are those? Okay. They are going to either be an Acer, Asus, HP, Dell, or Lenovo. those are the brands that we have access to. Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, Lenovo. Okay. I'm just keeping an eye on this PLRX. You know, just starting to look a little froggy here after hours. So that's why you guys see that my screen is right here. Like my charts are, I have my monitor is right here with one of my monitors is right here with my chart. I got a monitor here and I got a monitor here, and then this is my laptop. But I'm keeping an eye on this PLRX because it's starting to get a little froggy here. And I would watch that thing for a possible squeeze through 24. All right. I watch that for a possible squeeze through 24. That's PLRX. All right. So, guys, like I said, welcome, Wilfred. All right. So, listen, before I get into the If I Traded It, where we're going to talk about the SPY, we're going to talk about PLRX, we're going to talk about Tesla, we're going to talk about BABA, we're going to talk about VERU. Right. These are all the stocks I'm going to talk to you guys about when I go through the If I Traded It. But first, I want to see how many people are on the live stream right now. Okay. I want to see how many people are on the live stream right now that are not a member of True Trading Group. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead right now and type the letters TTG. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead and type the letters TTG. Don't be shy, guys. I want to see who we have here that's just not a member of the TTG fam. Colt Player's not a member. We got Past Finest. We got Elevate, Savage, David Garcia, Eric Funk, Life Talker, Taylor Walton, Fernando Calero. What's up, everybody? Welcome, all of you. Liza Mora, George Ryburn, Taylor Walton, Mark Diamond. I caught your question earlier. LTK. I hope that was helpful too, Mark. I remember calling out your name before when you asked that question. All right, guys, listen, all of you that type TTG, welcome. Seriously, welcome. You know, and listen up, because when we started this live stream, we had 15 laptops, and now just, you know, for this sale that we extended for tonight, now we're down to 12. So they're beginning to sell out just like they did last night. Yeah, so 12 left, guys. All right, so 12 laptops left. So they're starting to sell out just like they did last night. So now's the time for you guys to take some action right now. So for those that don't know, like I said, we were running this amazing sale over the weekend, and it's going to end here tonight. It includes 50% off our normal price, which is $22.12, brings it down to $1,100, and it comes with a free laptop you guys can trade with. It also gives you access to my Head Start workshop at the end of this month, which I'll talk to you guys about later. But I want to make sure you guys get started off on the right track. And then, of course, the double your money back guarantee. So you pay $1,100, you don't make it back at least once, I'll give you guys $2,200 back in return. Clara Luz, 11 now. Guys, these are going quick now. Clara Luz, 11 of those laptops now left. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon codes. This is what I'm saying. These are starting to go pretty quick, guys. So if you guys want one of these, go to TTGoffer.com. Like I said, the price will say $22.12. Manually enter TTG121 coupon code. Click enter, drops the price down to $1,100. And yes, that also locks in $1,100 price point at the end of your year membership. If you want to renew, it'll only be $1,100. Okay, now that's pretty cool, because if next year our membership is $2,500, doesn't matter. You only pay the $1,100. Okay, and that 78% of our members renew their membership. So chances are likely that you're going to renew your membership as well. You do not need to enter your address to get the free laptop. You'll get a welcome email once you sign up that has instructions on how to claim the free laptop. All right. You guys have that. And the shipping is free. We even cover the shipping costs. We ship anywhere in the world. All right. Everything's on the TGD. Everything included in the membership is on that TGDoffer.com checkout page. All the tools, all the resources, all the courses, it's all there. All right. You guys will never charge another $1. There's no upsells for courses and tools. All right. You're getting a university level of courses with a 17 course curriculum. Joe, do me a favor, post the syllabus for us. Guys, I'm going to have Joe, who's one of the one of the men behind the curtain of these live streams. He's going to post up our syllabus in the chat. You guys can click on that link. It'll take you guys over. You'll see the whole list of all of our courses. So if you're curious, you can see all the stuff that you'll learn inside the courses. And it's just a simplified version of what I learned when I worked at the fund. Okay. It's a simplified version that I learned that I worked at a fund. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. You're not getting like any tricks or gimmicks. You're getting literally the stuff that I learned when I began my employment working for a fund in New York City that managed about $450 million. Okay, so you guys are going to get a similar level of education that I got when I started at that firm. All right. All those courses, remember, they're all available to 24/7. And speaking of tools, when you sign up to TeachD, you're also getting access to Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed and Squawk, full book level 2, real-time streaming data, dark pool data, insider buying, short interest, unusual options activity, analyst ratings, all included for that $1,100 price. So once you're on teachingoffer.com, you enter TT121 coupon code, press enter, price will adjust to $1,100, then just go fill out your info and simply check out. All right. So you got 11 laptops left. The sale is going to expire at midnight, and there'll be no more laptops, and that $1,100 price will start to go up. All right. These 11 laptops are not going to last. We had 15 when we started the live stream. I'm not even halfway through here, and we're already starting to see them go. All right. Remember, if you're a current trial, previous trial, or previous member, send a text message to 786-505-4221. Okay, send a text message if you are a previous trial, previous member, or current trial, and you want the $1,100 price point, send a text to 786-505-4221. All right. And you guys have that. Okay. In the text that you send to that number, include your name and email, and then we'll just get you guys hooked up. Just text your name and email, and we'll take care of it for you. We'll get you situated. All right. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, you're getting one of the 11. All right. You're getting one of the 11. That's how you know that you're going to get one. If you go to teachingoffer.com, you see right there the little laptop. As long as you see it, you're one of the 11. All right. It's one of the 11. And then, of course, the double your money back guarantee, which, again, is very simple. You have 12 months from the day you sign up to complete our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend a study group. If at the end of the year you have not made your membership fee back at least once, we will give you 2 times your money back. That means I'm going to hand you back $2,200. When you join TeachD, we are in business together, folks. You're going to put up $1,100. I'm going to put up $1,100. If you make the $1,100 back, I'm going to keep yours. If you don't, I'm going to give you yours back, and then you're going to take mine. That's the deal. We're in business together when you guys join True Trading. We genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail. Now, chances are you're not going to need that double your money back guarantee because our track record speaks for itself. And like I said, I cannot and I will not guarantee your success. All right. But with an overall refund rate of roughly 2.5% since 2016, I can share with you that our retention rate is about 78%. And we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,650 reviews. So based on what our members tell us, based on the reviews we see on Trustpilot, based on our refund rate and our retention rate, I can confidently say that True Trading Group has worked for many people. And if you put forth a little bit of effort, I'm confident there's a good chance it can work for you as well. So guys, let's move on. I want to get into the If I Traded It segment of this live stream now. But first, we got to welcome another new member. First, we got to welcome another new member. So we're going to before we get into the If I Traded It, first, we got to welcome another new member, John. Everybody welcome John. There are 10 laptops left now, guys. Just 10 left. You got to go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Everybody welcome John. 10 of those laptops now remain. Guys, these laptops go fast. These laptops go fast, man. These laptops go fast. Once we get under 10, they really start to fly. So I wouldn't even waste any more time. I would just open up another browser and go to teachingoffer.com now if you guys want to take advantage of that deal. All right, so let's move on to If I Traded It. First one up, let's talk about PLRX. Okay, let's talk about PLRX because this is the one that I was actually just talking to you about when I was going through before. And guys, listen, we're not going to be offering this deal that we're giving you. We're not offering this tomorrow with the laptop and the $1,100 price point. We're not offering this to you guys tomorrow. Okay, so if you guys want access to this, your chance is the next 10 people or until midnight tonight, whatever comes first. So PLRX came out with some news today. Okay, and some good news, some really good news. Okay, their news today, all right, was that their mid-stage idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis trial met its end target. Okay, so very good news there for the company. Very good news there for the company that they were able to meet their endpoint in their drug trial. And the stock had a huge gap up today and is now continuing higher after hours, guys. This is what I was talking about. Watch this thing at 24. Okay, you got to watch this thing at 24. I'm going to keep my eye on this. We made money on this thing in the morning, and then one of our other moderators caught this thing in the afternoon. So I traded it in the morning, and then JD, another one of our mods, he caught it in the afternoon, and this thing still looks pretty good. If it can get through 24, 24 is a key level of resistance. I'm going to draw a line on my screen right now so you all can see 24. It used to be a level of support in July of last year. Once we broke beneath it, you can see resistance on the retest and resistance on the retest. So you see heavy resistance now sitting there at 24. All right, so heavy resistance there at 24. If this gets over 24, I'm looking at your next push and a squeeze up to 28. And 28 is going to be this previous support level that we have all the way back from 2021. You guys can see all of that support back there from over a year ago. So if we get through 24, and right now we're sitting at 23.10, high is 23.80. If you get through 24, watch for 28. Okay. But that's only if you get through 24. All right. So we have not had a major short squeeze in a while. You know, we don't get, you know, we haven't had a major short squeeze like this in a little while. Okay. We haven't had it in a while. You know, I think if we can get through 24, the stock does have a chance to squeeze up to 28. So keep eyes on it. 24 is going to be a key level for me. Tomorrow morning, if we wake up and this stock is above 24, watch for 24 to be support. Because if we get, let's say we gap up tomorrow to 25, we pull back to 23.75, 23.80, then back up to 24.75. I'm going to get long. I'm going to look for a move to 28 bucks. I'll take profit in front of 28. If we get through 28, my next take profit will be 30. We get through 30, I'm looking at 34. And then your final take profit will be 36. That would be a massive short squeeze. Okay. That would be a massive short squeeze. But be careful, because they did come out with some news that I'm also seeing right now after hours. This is after I started this live stream, so I didn't see it when it initially came out because I was talking to you guys when that news first came out. And that was that they're looking for a $150 million offering, which makes sense. Usually when you have companies like this, to go through these trials, it's extremely expensive and cash intensive. So for a lot of these people, a lot of companies like this, when they come out with good news, they've got to do their another phase 3 trial, or in order to bring the drug actually to market, costs a lot of money. These companies have to continuously raise cash. So if they do an offering, you got to be careful of a discount offering where, you know, they raise money at $18 or something like that, and then you'll see the stock have a significant pullback. So you got to be careful, because it does look like the company put out news that they're looking to do a $150 million offering. Okay, that's a lot. $150 million is a lot. All right, but if they don't, all right, if that offering news doesn't, that this stock can squeeze, okay, until that news actually takes place, until the offering actually goes through. But now that I see that news out there, just be cautious of that. And I'm not in PLRX right now. I'm not swinging it, but I'll day trade the crap out of it tomorrow if the stock gets above 24. So keep eyes on 24. All right. If they came out with news after hours today that, you know, they're looking for the offering, that offering could come any day. But so I would look to maybe day trade it, but not necessarily swing trade it after tomorrow. I don't think you're probably going to get an offering tomorrow, but it could. Maybe they get an offering in a couple of days. So I would just be cautious swinging it because you always have the risk of the gap down on an offering. Okay. So again, $150 million offering, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. All right. That's PLRX. All right. So that was one of our winning trades today. I caught PLRX in the morning. It wasn't a huge win. And then one of our moderators caught it in the afternoon. So we did a nice job there today on PLRX. Okay. Next up, we got to talk about Tesla, and the saga continues. Okay. The Twitter saga. Tesla stock moved significantly higher on Friday after the announcement was made that Elon Musk was walking away from the Twitter deal. Now you got a significant pullback. Now this is going to be an ongoing story. Okay, this is going to be an ongoing story. Okay, where Twitter's going to take Elon Musk to court. They're going to go back and forth. Lawyers are going to negotiate. Twitter's going to sue Elon Musk. Okay, this is going to go back and forth. We got right up into a level of resistance for Tesla, which you guys can see very clearly is right above 750. Now, about a week ago, or was it maybe was it 2 days ago, actually? It was last week. Somebody had asked me about Tesla, and we had looked like it was a failed bear flag, and then you had the move higher, and then now you got a rejection there over 750. Now, I thought Tesla would maybe have a little bit more upside, like get to like 775 before giving you that big pullback. We only got to 765. Okay, so I believe when I was saying it, I believe I said 775, 780 for a short. We got to 765, and the stock pulled back. But again, a lot of this is going to go around. A lot of this is going to go around what's happening with Twitter. It also didn't help Rivian announce some layoffs, so that's not going to add strength to Tesla. Tesla announced layoffs a little while ago, so you got to take a look at Tesla and think, it looks like you're in a very, very clearly defined channel, which that channel takes you from 625 to 765, and you can just continue to play that channel in Tesla. I think at this stage, it looks like Tesla has more downside after the candle that I put in today, but so much of it is going to be, and I don't know why it's like, I feel like this stock overreacts to Twitter news. Yes, Elon Musk was using Twitter shares as to kind of as collateral to secure his loans to get the Twitter financing deal actually done. And he was also selling shares of Tesla in order to raise the cash he needed to put up in order to get this sale done. So, you see these movements in Tesla stock whenever you get an update on Twitter. And the Twitter and Tesla are not related aside from Elon Musk. And that's the connection, So it looks to me from a technical standpoint on a chart that Tesla has more downside. But any type of a news headline that comes out regarding Twitter, you're going to be susceptible to moves and drastic moves in Tesla stock, depending on what that news is. So just make sure that you understand that when you are trading Tesla. Because right now, it's going to be susceptible to headline risk, not just based on headlines around Tesla, but headlines around Twitter as well. But from where I stand, it looks like this thing has more downside. I'm also still bearish on the overall markets a little bit. I don't think that the downside is necessarily finished just yet. I think as you get earnings come out, I think earnings get revised lower. And I think that that takes stock prices lower. And I think that you can see, Tesla maybe back around 660 or so, here pretty soon. But again, you got to keep your ears open for the news regarding Twitter. Okay. ASPN. All right, we're going to switch things up. We're going to take things now over to a small cap. So from large cap to a small cap, we're going to go to KSPN. All right. KSPN, huge move today. 46.8 million shares. The stock has never traded anywhere near 46.8 million shares, not even close. The stock has barely traded before very low volume days, and all of a sudden you get this huge, massive volume day today. And even with that volume, this was not enough to break this stock above a key level of resistance, which is right here around, $7 or so. Call it right around $7. You can see this level here, right around $7. Used to be a level of support for the stock. And even with really low volume, that support level being created with really low volume, then you get this big move that takes you right to here, and you still can't break through that level, even with 46.8 million shares. I don't know where this volume, this stock has never traded 46.8 million shares, okay, ever. So it's like where all that volume is coming from, to add that selling pressure. In my opinion, that's a problem when you see something like that. When you see a resistance level there, that just tells me that there's still a lot of selling pressure in here. I really wouldn't be interested in KSPN long tomorrow unless the stock gets over 750. Then maybe you have a move to $9. All right, then maybe you have a move to $9. Okay, so that's that. All right, that's KSPN. Now we're going to move things over to Alibaba, which got absolutely crushed today. These Chinese stocks got obliterated today, and it's all thanks to the Chinese government. Man, I feel bad for these companies. So the Chinese government has put these companies through. Alibaba is actually a really good company. But Alibaba was hit today with a fine for violating monopoly laws by China regulators. And that's so the stock dropped 9.5%. This thing got whopped today. So, and it was just when Alibaba looked like it was trying to break its downtrend. You had this huge level of resistance up here that, we were kind of testing the last couple of days. And you guys can see here, this big level of resistance. You can see all of this resistance level here, right? You can see the resistance level there, okay? So it looked like we were just trying to break over that level. And now the Chinese government's like, no, we're going to fine you for violating monopoly laws. And there was also a stalemate between U.S. and Chinese regulators about the accounting and financial requirements from these Chinese companies to be listed on the New York or on the U.S. exchanges. So if you guys remember, the reason why a lot of these stocks got pulverized was because the U.S. was talking about delisting a lot of these Chinese names. Now it looked like there was some progress being made there in May and in June. But now again, on top of the fine from the Chinese government, you also got, it looks like there's been a stalemate between U.S. and Chinese regulators regarding this, and that added to the weakness today as well. And it's not just Alibaba, it's Pinduoduo, that's ticker symbol PDD. It's JD.com, that's ticker symbol JD. It's Baidu, that's BIDU. It's all of these Chinese names. They all got pulverized today. And it's like these things just can't catch a break. At this stage in Alibaba, you've got to look at that resistance level up there, 126, 127. That resistance level is still very firmly intact. Any bounces up into that area, you've got to look to be short. At this stage, I think Alibaba drops back to 103. I think we go back down and we test the 100-day and 50-day moving average, which is right here. This is a beautiful target for us, where the 50-day and 100-day moving average is going to come into play, and they're both going to intersect right there at around $103. So I think that you can get maybe some more downside, short bounces, get downside to 133, and test that 100-day moving average. The 100-day moving average is the level that I want to pay the most attention to. And the reason for that is because every single time over the last couple of years that Alibaba has gotten back to the 100-day moving average, it acted as resistance. So if you guys can see in March, the purple line, this pink line on my screen, that pink line, March, it was resistance. October, it was resistance. June of last year, it was resistance. April, it was resistance. February, it was resistance. Look at the resistance at this pink line. Are you kidding me? That's as strong as a resistance level as you can see on a simple moving average like that. Now that we're above the 100-day moving average, let's see if it becomes support, which is why I'm saying short BABA to the 100-day moving average, then take your profits cover and see if that moving average now begins to act as a level of support, which I think it will, because you're going to have the 50-day and the 100-day moving average sitting there. And folks, there's PLRX, $24, just like we said earlier on this live stream when the stock was at 22. I told you watch for PLRX to 24. There it is, $24.17. That is a new high. Okay, $24.17. That is a new high. And JD, who is one of our moderators, I just got the message from JD. He just took profit at $23.87. So all of my members that are following along with this trade, JD, who's one of the moderators in your trading group, just took profit at $23.87. Want to just make sure that everyone that's on this live stream is aware of that. So like I said, if this gets through 24, we just touched 24. Now we got to see, can we get through it? If you're above 24 tomorrow, you watch that short squeeze to take you up to 28. Look for it to take you up to 28. All right, so that was Alibaba. Now, last but certainly not least, my big winner of the day today, folks, and it is VERU. Okay, VERU. This is my big winner of the day today. Let's pull up the charts. Congratulations, my TGG fam. If you guys capitalize on the VERU trade with me today, this thing was a beauty, an absolute beauty. All right. So what I basically did here, folks, was I stepped in here. We got to welcome McCall. McCall, welcome to the TTG family. Okay, we got to welcome McCall. Welcome to the TTG family. There are now just 9 of those laptops left. 9 laptops left, guys. That's it. 9. These are going to start to go fast now. Okay, 9 laptops left. Everybody welcome McCall. TTGoffer.com. TTG121 coupon code. That's how you get the 50% discount, the free laptop, the double your money back guarantee, and you'll also be able to attend my Head Start workshop, which I'm going to hold live at the end of this month. All right, so let's go back to VERU. I want to talk about the trade today. Okay, VERU, we put in a little bit of a double top there early in the morning. Then we broke through it with a nice little increase in volume. And then I stepped in front of that previous high, and I got long VERU right here. Okay, so right here is where I stepped in long VERU. Okay, right here is where I stepped in long VERU, and we were able to capitalize on this massive move higher throughout the trading day. And I'm actually still in a piece of my position. So I did take a piece of profit off when we broke through the high of the day right there. We sold a little piece of my position. Then we broke through the high of the day again here. We took another piece of profit off on that position, and then one more extension up through. We took another piece of profit off the table, and I am long still one last piece of VERU to see if we get follow through. And I'm looking for a final target up here of around 1625, 1650. Okay, so I am looking for a little bit more upside on VERU. I'm not in a big position. The bulk of my position is off the table already, folks. So let me go to a daily chart. I want to show you guys kind of what I'm looking at here. I want to switch the chart up. I want to take you guys over to a daily, and I want to show you kind of the bigger picture setup aside from just the intraday action. Okay. All right, here we go. Very, very clear resistance that you have here over $16. Right? Very clear resistance we have here over $16. Right? Everybody can see that. Right? Everyone can see that resistance. Okay? But also very strong support that you have down here around 11. Right? Everybody can see the support that you have down here around 11. Right? VERU is trading inside of this channel and inside of this range. Okay. If this thing gets over this resistance, it is entirely possible that VERU could do something like this. It is entirely possible. Now, I'm not holding my breath for it because we have not had really big short squeezes in small caps for a little while. But VERU has been heavily shorted for the last 3 months. If this gets over this resistance level, it does have a chance to give you more follow through. So what I have done, I am long, okay? I'm long VERU. I took the bulk of my position off the table already for really strong profit today. Congratulations, my members that caught it. But hear me carefully. I'm still long a small piece of my original position. What I'm going to look for tomorrow is if VERU can stay above 15. If we can stay above 15 and I start to see volume pick up, I will add back to this position with a stop loss underneath 15 to see if we can squeeze through this double top resistance. If we can squeeze through the double top resistance, then I think you can get a short squeeze. I'm only going to start to get confident in the short squeeze if I start to see huge volume. Okay. Wow. Okay. So we actually had a Sohail sign up last night, and there's another Sohail, which is just insane. Sohail. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Maybe I'm just totally not pronouncing this correctly at all. So I apologize if I'm not. It seems like you are having a hard time signing up. You have some issues right now signing up. So listen, Sohail, send a text message. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Send a text message right now to 786-505-4221. Again, that's 786-505-4221. Just send them a text to that phone number and we will help you if you're having problems signing up. All right. So, like I said, volume. I want to start to see like 100 million share candles on the daily chart in order for me to feel like this thing is really going to squeeze. Give me over 100 million shares. You give me a day where VERU has over 100 million shares traded and is up over 16.25, that's going to be an indication that you might be starting to get a short squeeze. And I'm going to step in. Yes, exactly. JX says 33% of the float is short on VERU, which means if that position gets squeezed, you can easily see $19, $20. This stock has that type of potential if this short position that's been building over 3 months, if it gets squeezed out. So that's why I want to stay long a piece of the position. Again, it's not a big piece. Bulk positions off the table for solid profit, but I will look tomorrow to see if I can add to the position if we stay above 15. All right. That's if we stay above 15. All right, guys. So that's where I made the bulk of my money today. It was on this VERU trade. It was a thing of beauty. Stock's up 16% today. Just a really solid day. And we're going to see if I can get a squeeze on this over the next couple of days. I do think it's possible. Again, 100 million share candles, on a daily chart, that's going to tell the tale for me. We get close to 100 million shares in a single day. This thing goes into hyperdrive. All right. So that's what I'm looking at, guys, regarding VERU. Okay. Was that helpful? I hope that was helpful. So I'll move on. That concludes the If I Traded It segment of our live stream. What I'll do now is I'll open things up for a blanket Q&A session, give you guys some time to ask me questions, whatever's on your mind. Maybe there's something that I talked about today on the live that you guys have a question about. So go ahead, guys, ask me some questions, whatever's on your mind. Begin typing your questions in chat right now. Nice. Way to go, Taylor. Taylor's like, yes, very helpful. Thank you. I had a few of those on my list today as well. That's great. You and I focusing on the same stocks. That's a good sign, man. Way to go, Taylor. That's a great sign. Very nicely done. Great job, Taylor. So guys, like I said, any questions you have, type them in chat right now. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. There is no such thing as a stupid question. Type your questions right now as I open things up for a little blanket open floor Q&A. Mike, I missed the end of the day with Shopify. What happened? Okay, we took more profit off the table. So let me just pull up Shopify here real quick. This was another trade that we made some money on today. A nice trade for members on the option. I think the option went from like 100. I mean, it's 100. And the option went from like a $1.20 to like $1.55 or $1.60, if I'm not mistaken. So nice little like 30% gain on the option for members because I shorted Shopify today. Now, what I do is whenever I short a stock or if I trade a mid or large cap, I'll always alert members to an option contract to go along with it. Okay. Because if you guys, I understand not everybody can short, not everybody has the capital to trade a $100 stock. Okay. But I think that that's very helpful for members that have smaller accounts. This way you can follow along with my trades. So the option contract went 30% today. So congrats to members. So what happened at the end of the day today, I covered the bulk of my position on Shopify. So just to just kind of show you guys Shopify today, Shopify just completely fell out of bed today. We were able to capitalize, make some money here going into the afternoon. I did cover a piece of my position. I almost bottom ticked this damn thing. The low of the day is 32.03, I think. And I got filled at 32.05. So I got filled at 32.05 on a take profit there. And I'm still short a small piece of the position on Shopify. Okay, so just like with VERU, I'm long a small piece. Shopify, I'm short a small piece. So what I'm looking for on Shopify is to see if I can get down to 31.50 for my next and final take profit on Shopify. Okay, so but I'm already out like 85% of my position on Shopify. I'm also already out like 85% of my position on VERU. So again, down to small size, but I'm going to look for chances tomorrow to see if I can add back to all of to these two positions. Aubrey Hannafel, can you explain smart money and dumb money cycle? Why are Wall Street people more successful? What strategies do they have that we lack? Aubrey, they have everything that retail lacks, which is just an education and tools and resources. Like you got to understand, Wall Street professionals are not just opening up a Robinhood account, going on Reddit and buying what Mambo Jam's kitty cat tells them is going to go to the moon. Wall Street professionals are trained and educated before they ever begin trading. You guys have to realize when I got hired at the fund, it was my first job right out of college. For the first 3 months of my employment, I didn't touch a dollar of the fund's money. I went through an educational training program that they hold for all of their new hires. When you get hired, you have to pass that training program in order for you to then move on to go onto the trading floor to actually trade with their money. So Wall Street professionals are trained and educated to do this. It's no different, Aubrey, than a lawyer being trained and getting educated at law school, or a doctor getting educated at med school, or a mechanic getting educated, or a hairstylist going to beauty school and getting educated on how to cut hair or how to dye hair. Right? I can't walk in. My sister's a hairstylist. I can't walk into my sister's salon and say, "Oh, I got this woman. I'm going to dye her hair." I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to burn that lady's whole hair. Her hair is going to come out green and orange. It's all going to fall out. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to mix the chemicals wrong. I'm going to burn her. It's going to be terrible. I'm going to get sued. It'll be the worst day of my life. I can't expect that I'm going to be able to do that job as well as someone else that was trained by other professional hairstylists or colorists to be able to do that task. Trading is no different than that or any other profession. I can't walk into an auto body shop and be like, oh man, that's a nasty looking fender bender. I got this. I can pop that out. I can buff this. No. I'll paint it. I'll paint the fender. Of course it's going to come out looking like crap. I don't know what I'm doing. Of course, retail traders are going to lose money and not be successful because you have no idea what you're doing. I don't know why everybody thinks that trading is a get-rich-quick scheme. Like it's so easy. I'm just going to go buy, hold on for dear life, meme stocks. Like, no. There's not a single other profession on the planet that any one of you, if none of you have ever worked construction a day in your life, and we all went on a field trip, TTG field trip, and I took you to a construction site, and I said, go operate that crane. Not one of you are going to be successful doing that because no one showed you how to operate it the proper way and the safe way. None of you would think you can operate the crane. None of you would. But for some reason, people think that they can have.
Yo, Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah.
This works on my iPad.
Nice.
Get Wi-Fi here.
I'm just in Greece. No big deal.
Do you want
Nice, man.
Do you want to see the view?
And the island.
No.
Hang on. We'll tell them who I am while I set up the view.
Guys, this is Adam. So for those that don't know who Adam is my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group.
Hang on. You got to see this pool.
Is that a fucking helicopter?
Yeah, sorry, Mike. I was just a little excited. I've been trying to get this to work now for days. So we're good. Talk to you later.
All right. Okay, so yeah, that's Adam. So Adam's in Greece, and he's been trying to get he wasn't able to connect to the live stream the last couple of days with his internet connection. So he's very excited that he just figured out a better connection, and he's doing it through his iPad. So it worked. So Adam's very excited about this. Adam, we are excited to have you back with us. So everyone that doesn't know who Adam is, that's Adam. Okay. So there you guys have that. So back to Aubrey, what I was saying, like that's the thing. It's not, what strategies do they have that we don't have? They're just trained the proper way to do things, and they also have access to better tools and resources that you do. Like they're not, professionals have access to insider buying information, analyst ratings and analyst reports, unusual options activity, dark pool data. Right? Like they have access to all of this information, which is why our whole goal at True Trading Group is to level the playing field for retail. Like you say smart money and dumb money. I hate that retail is referred to as dumb money. I really do. I hate it. And I want True Trading Group to be the reason why nobody ever refers to retail as dumb money ever again. Sohail, great, excellent. So Sohail, we were able to get that issue resolved for Sohail. He was able to sign up. So Sohail, welcome. That means there's now just 8 of those laptops left, guys. So that's it. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. There's 8 spots left. You'll get the 50% discount. This offer is going to be good until midnight tonight only, folks. You're going to get the free laptop, the double your money back guarantee, and access to my Head Start workshop. All right. So Sohail, welcome to the TTG family. All right. But yeah, guys, that's why we've negotiated deals with all these other companies to have analyst ratings and, dark pool data, unusual options activity. Like we have all of this information on our platform for you to use at no additional cost. It's all included with the 1100. That's the difference. The difference between professionals and retail, smart money and dumb money, is smart money has access to more information than you do, and they're educated and they're trained. They're trained by other professionals. It's no different than if my sister trained you how to color hair. It's no different than if, a friend of mine who's a construction worker, if he showed you how to operate that crane. Most of you, if shown the proper way to complete a task, most of you would be able to complete that task with some level of success. Now, not all of you will be successful, but if someone shows you the right way to do it and you have access to more information and resources that can help you make better decisions. Your chances of success increase. Are your chances guaranteed? Is your success guaranteed? No. Can you lose money trading? Yes. But are your chances greatly increased after having access to tools, resources, information, and education? Yes. And how do I know that to be a fact? Because I see the results that our members have. I see what our members tell us. I see the reviews that they write us. 78% of our members renew their membership after their year is up. 2.5% of our members get a refund. That information tells me that it is working for thousands of TTG members. Does it mean it's working for all of them? No. Can it work for you if you put in a little bit of effort? Absolutely. It's just not going to be something that just happens overnight. You got to be realistic with what you're doing. All right. I hope that was helpful, Aubrey. It's a great question. It's a great question. And I really just hope that, I hope that was helpful. The other thing you have to realize too is like the institutions, they dictate where the market goes, not you. Retail, you just try to piggyback on what the bigger players are doing. The hedge funds and the pension funds of this world, and the mutual funds, they will dictate if the market's going to go up or down. If a stock is going to go up, if a stock is going to go down. As retail traders, we just try to piggyback off of that move. Now, guys, I'll maybe take one more question and then we're going to wrap this up. LTK, Mike, you're a professional trader, but is it possible for an average person to learn enough about the market and wade through the massive amount of news on a daily basis to make an educated decision? Absolutely, LTK. Absolutely, LTK. That is exactly what we teach True Trading Group members. You guys got to realize something, LTK. I wasn't just born a trader. I didn't know what the hell I was doing when I graduated college. I got hired at a fund, and for 3 months, I went through a training program where they taught me how to do this. And honestly, LTK, the better thing for me to do is for me to ask my members. Members, yes or no to LTK's question. Members of True Trading Group, LTK wants to know, is it possible for an average person to learn enough about the market and wade through the massive amount of news on a daily basis to make an educated decision? TTG members, you tell me, yes or no, is it possible? LTK, do not take my word for it. Read the comments that come through chat. Read the comments that come through chat. Let members answer these questions for you instead of me answering them. Of course, I'm going to tell you yes. But why don't you actually see what, like you said, average person, is it possible? There's your answer. There's your answer. These are your peers, LTK. These are your peers. They're just like you. They wondered the exact same thing that you said. T945 says, yes, it is. We do it every day. And 7 months ago, I didn't know anything. J.E. Blanco says, education. True Trading Group's courses has changed this for us average traders. All right. So LTK, I hope this helps answer your questions. All right. I hope this helps answer your questions. All right. All right, guys, that's it. That concludes the education part of this live stream. All right. If you are not interested in a membership, you can sign off now. We're done with the education and the golden nuggets and the trade ideas and analysis. What we're going to talk about here now, I'm going to show you the actual platform that is True Trading Group. I'm going to show you the tools. I'm going to show you the courses. Jill Wittenberg says, is there a simulator that students can use? Jill, absolutely. It's totally free. You can use it for the entire length of your membership. It's not available just for 30 or 90 days. You have access to a simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data, totally free, okay, for the entire length of your membership. Okay? Let me show you, Jill, because Jill, I'm going to show you. Literally, everybody that's interested, listen to me carefully. I'm going to show you everything that you get included with your membership. that simulator being one of them. But let me go through the list because you're going to get access to our chat room, of course. Okay. Jill, hang on. I'll show you the simulator in just a moment. Okay. You're going to get access to our chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out our trades. We're there from 7:30 a.m. Eastern until 4:30 p.m. Eastern every day the market's open. You got our mobile app that gives you real-time trade alerts and push notifications whenever one of our mods enters or exits a trade, so you can follow along with what we're doing even though you're working and you're busy with your life. I get it. You can't sit in front of a computer screen. Don't worry about it. You don't have to. That's why we're here. Use the mobile app. You're also going to get 2 private study group sessions with one of our head traders. This way you can ask questions and speed up your learning curve. But then you also get the tools. Remember, this is what makes True Trading Group different. We are a platform. You're not just paying $1,100 because I'm such a damn good trader and you should be blessed with my trade alerts. That's not why you're joining True Trading Group. True Trading Group is a platform. Even if you never followed a single one of our trade alerts, the value that you get in the tools and resources is worth about $4,000 to $5,000. These are things you're going to need even if you don't join True Trading Group. You're going to need a news feed. Well, you get Benzinga Pro's news feed and their squawk box included with your membership for $1,100. If you went to Benzinga directly, it's going to cost you $1,400. Don't do that. It's included with your membership. We've spent years building relationships with these companies so we can offer their products on our platform. TradingView's charting software would cost you a few $100 a year. It's free with your membership. The Trade Ideas scanner to make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks, few $100 a year. Streams live on our platform every day, included in the 1100. And Jill, this is for you. Jill Wittenberg, our simulator from ETNA is actually the same simulator that is used at universities across the country. Cal State University Fullerton, UC Berkeley, okay, Whitewater, Wisconsin, Illinois Tech. These universities use this exact simulator in their curriculum. This would cost you just under $1,000 a year if you went to ETNA, that's the company that offers it, directly. It's included with your membership for free. All when you pay the $1,100. That is True Trading Group. It is not just, let me get this guy in a Yankee hat, let me get all his trade alerts. That's not just what this is. That's not just what you're paying for. There is so much more value in this platform that levels the playing field and increases your chances of success by giving you education, tools, and resources that other successful traders have access to that helps them make better decisions. You have to stop going into a boxing ring with one arm tied behind your back and blindfolded and wonder why you keep getting your ass kicked. Learn how to fight back. That's the True Trading Group platform. You also get our own scanner that is similar to FinViz Elite that lets you actually build out your own custom scans and lets you even scan for crypto. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, insider buying, short interest, all stuff that professional traders use. You now have access to it. A trading journal that lets you track all of your trades, give you statistics on what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong so you can see where you need to improve. A social sentiment scanner that goes through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tells you what ticker symbols are mentioned most to help you stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, so you know how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold. You get a watch list every day. The mods publish a watch list, what we're looking at, how we plan on trading it. And then our courses. Our courses are a simplified version of what I learned that I worked at the firm in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto. It's all available in text and video, whatever's easier for you to learn. There are no VIP courses that cost more money. Jack, I just caught your comment. Jack goes, by the way, the Yankee hat definitely lowers your credibility. Spoken most likely from a Red Sox fan. You would, Jack. You would. Okay. You would. Right? So all these courses are there's no upsell for courses or tools, guys. There's no upsell for courses or tools. All right, no upsells for courses or tools. And then there's also a video library that lets you guys that has like about 300 hours of workshops and webinars. Okay. about 300 hours of workshops and webinars that talk about a variety of different topics, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO. Guys, the code word for tonight is tools. The code word for tonight is tools. Guys, the code word for tonight is tools. This is code word number 1. Okay, if you're not a member, do not worry about this code word. If you're not a member, do not worry about this code word. This is part of a giveaway that we do with current members of True Trading Group. Okay, this is part of a $5,000 giveaway that we do with members of True Trading Group. If you are not a member, do not worry about this code word. We give away cash and electronics. We do a bunch of fun stuff with members. This is one of them. My members, the code word for tonight is tools. Tools, what all of our members get when they join the TTG fam. Time you guys invested in something real, folks, something that's got a real chance of helping you reach your goals, something that can level the playing field for you and to give you access to more information to make better decisions. I cannot promise you are going to be successful. I cannot guarantee that. What I can guarantee is a real chance at learning the skills that are needed to become successful, as long as you want to put in a little bit of effort. And I can guarantee you that if you go through our courses, quizzes, and attend the study group and do not ever make your membership fee back at least once during your membership, that's $1,100. If you do not make it back at least once, then at the end of your membership, I will give you double your money back. That's $2,200 I will give you back. That is what I can guarantee you. And I can guarantee you that when you join, you're joining a family of around 9,600 members that genuinely give a damn of whether you succeed or fail. When you join TTG, we are in business together. The choice is up to you. We got a big week coming up. Inflation data. Is the market going lower? Is the bottom in? It's what everybody wants to know. Stop trying to figure this stuff out on your own. Get your butts in chat. Use the mobile app if you can't be in front of your computer screen. Don't worry about it. We got you. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Okay, my TTG fam, if you're not a member, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on notifications. And last but not least, I'll leave you with this. We have a 7-day trial. You can go to ttgthree.com to get access to our 7-day trial. Okay, that's ttgthree.com. No credit card required, name and email, and you are good to go. Full 7 trading days, holidays and weekends do not count. ttgthree.com. Otherwise, you guys can go to ttgoffer.com right now and enter the code TTG121. Get the 50% discount, the free laptop. There's only a few of them left. Remember, as long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, you're good to go. If you have questions about the membership or you are having a hard time signing up, send a text message to 786-505-4221. This offer is expiring at midnight tonight. Take advantage of it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.